talked a little bit about you guys are 5-5 in your last 10. Like he seems to believe like there has been real growth here. I guess. What have you just seen these last 10 or so compared to the beginning portion of the season?
No, to Willie's point, it's been a ton of growth with our team, and I think I've said it before, but our goal is to continue to hit singles, and that's what we're doing. And step by step, we can see that we're getting better, but I like to show them in groups of 10. So we just finished our 30th game, just showing them what we did in our last 10, and they can see that there's major improvement, and we want to continue on that path.
Where have you seen the most improvement in the last? Obviously, I think it's 1-9, 3-7, now 5-5. Where have you guys seen the most of this?
Really, it's across the board. It's subtle, but it's across the board. Defensively, in every group of 10, we've been getting better. Offensively, maybe a couple areas where there's some slippage, which is to be expected, but across the board, we're just getting better. And we want to keep looking at the analytical numbers of how we can grow, but we come on the court and we work, and we just try to continue to hit singles.
Brandon got to the free throw line 15 times last night. I know, a word you like to use is force. Just what do you think about the force he's going to the basket with right now? He's just attacking the rim.
Much needed and a part of what he does. The spacing helps. Talking to Jonas and Billy about when they have post-up opportunities, that's great, but if they don't, clear the lane and allow our guys to have opportunities to drive, because what it does is their guy has to either help, and if he doesn't, they can get down the lane. Much of what Brandon was doing was getting down the lane, getting fouled, and stepping up to the line and knocking down free throws.
Now, like 16 hours removed or 18 however many from the shot, like can you still believe it went in last night?
I mean, like I said last night, Devontae looked at me and I looked at him, and I called the play. Josh took it out of bounds, and I saw the ball go up, and I just said, "Lord, please." Like, that was what happened. And he delivered. So, yes, I can believe it. A crazy ending, probably one of the craziest endings in the NBA, to see Shai Gilgeous hit a shot and Devontae hit was it a 68-footer or a 65-footer? So it was great, though. It was fun, a fun game to be a part of, especially being on the winning side of it.
How do you take something like that and then build off of it going into these? Obviously, you're starting your next 10 here against Milwaukee. How do you build off of that?
Just continue to be consistent. We came in today, we watched film, we had a practice to sharpen things up, continue to message the guys, let them know how proud we are of the steps that we're taking, but we still have a ton of room for growth. They know it. And we just got to continue to rally around each other and keep striving for better results and improving, and that's the key for us.
Willie, have you ever been a part of such a dramatic finish? Maybe not such a long game winner, but can you compare it to anything else that's ever happened in your experiences?
I can't. That was to be honest with you, haven't been a part of anything like that where you got a potential overtime shot that was crazy, and then a half court heave that goes off the glass and goes in. Unbelievable game. I'm sure it was fun for fans to watch. It was fun for us. Once again, we're glad to come out of that with a win.
Yeah, speaking of fun, Brandon talked about how much he loves being a part of this team, how everybody encourages each other's success and really praises each other. How unique is the relationship that this team has with each other?
It's unique. I said it to the guys today. I think we're 9-20, 9-20, 9-21. And I said, you wouldn't be able to tell walking into the gym. And that's a credit to the guys. It's a credit to everyone here in the organization. High character people, high character players. Every day they come in and they want to get better, but they have joy being around each other. And I think that's how you build a program.
And Coach, you talked about that even back in training camp, even during the losing streak. So now how much more rewarding is it? And do you see any kind of benefits? Because you guys are now, I think 8-9 over your last 17 games. That the guys are tasting some victory and all that.
Yeah, with a young team like we are, it is very difficult for them to stay together and stay with it when you don't see results, especially immediately. And our guys have just been resilient. They come in every day. We try to do a great job of highlighting the things that they're doing well and a few things that we can improve on. And we can't fix everything at one time, so it's just like, look, how can we just continue to hit singles, keep getting better? And that's what they've been doing, and it's great to see. Honestly, it's great to see, and I still believe we have a ton of room to continue to grow.
You mentioned being resilient. I mean, what did you like about the way that you guys came out at halftime? It seemed like the first half was a lot of things went against you, and then you guys played a lot better.
Yeah, it's one of the things that we have to get better at is for 48 minutes we don't sustain what we did in the second half. Talking to the group today, that's where the improvement comes in. Can we sustain that type of play for 48 minutes? It's hard to do, but maybe it's not 48, it's 46. For us, we did it in the second half, and it changed the game for us. We got to have more consistency, and that's what all of us, our guys, are striving to do here.
You just announced that Z is getting the injection in his foot for 46 weeks. Have you talked to him at all about where he's at? I know we kind of asked you sometimes about where he's at mentally. Have you kind of talked to him about this latest part of his comeback?
Well, I don't necessarily want to speak for him. I have spoken to him, but it's just been frustrating for everyone. And it's been frustrating for him, for his family. We're continuing to navigate adversity. And, we want to be encouraging and hopeful. But, it's just something that he's dealing with, something that we're all dealing with as an organization. And we just got to continue to try to keep getting through it. But it's been tough.